Okay, before anyone roast me in the comments, let's get this straight. It is still Sunday. It's a little later, but I mean, I uploaded, so enjoy the video.
Welcome back to the first official fish video of 2021. The last fish video I did was a long time ago, so this is
oh my god.
So I figured today I'm going to start things off by you guys kind of missed a lot during 2020, so I'm going to fill you in, and we're just going to do a tour of all my tanks and what's going on in each one. So let's start at, I guess, the newest tank. I'm in the basement right now, so we'll start there and make our way upstairs. Alright, so here we are at tank number 1. This tank is been through a lot recently, and we have just now kind of revamped it. As you can see, we got a bunch of babies in here. Sorry for the reflection. We got a bunch of baby guppies, and we also have, let's see if you guys can see them, we got cherry shrimp. There's some on the wall over there, some right there. And yeah, I got it planted, and I think there's around 100 babies in this one. And so basically I'm setting up new breeding upstairs, where I got males and females sorted out right now, and we're gonna be calling them out and putting the best with the best. So this is kind of where they just grow up, and we'll see how they're doing, and then we just sort them out. This is a 30-gallon, and it's doing pretty good. This is one that you guys did miss out on, because we did a whole lot of stuff with this off camera. We sold the silver dollars and the catfish. Silver dollars we just sold on Craigslist, but there's a video on the Pictus catfish if you head to Fishy Fan Productions in the playlist area. So yeah, this is tank number 1. Still covered in algae, but it's getting there. Alright, heading over to tank number 2, we have a 10-gallon tank, also covered in algae, and that's because this is in the middle of being remodeled too. I had all of our baby goldfish that we had out in the pond in here, and I kind of just let them muck it up, because goldfish are really messy. So I'm going to be cleaning this out, getting rid of the algae, and I don't know what I'm going to put in it. I might put some white clouds and cherry shrimp, but if you guys have any ideas, leave a comment down below. We also, I don't have any of these snails in any other in my tank, but they're huge, and they got these black spots on them. They're pretty cool. So get this one cleaned up. I'll be able to do a video on this one, hopefully. Probably be about breeding white clouds or something. But alright, this is tank number 2, the 10-gallon, I don't know, I guess the driftwood tank, because it's the only one I got driftwood in. Alright, right next to it we have the 30-gallon Platy tank. This tank is definitely had some interesting stuff going on with it. As you can see, there's quite a bit more fish, as well as plant in this tank. So that's gonna be another future video on how to propagate plants. I'm gonna take this is pogo stem and Salatus octopus, and basically just snip all these stems off, and it'll start growing at the spot where you cut it if you plant it, which is kind of nice. So I'll go into that and how to propagate your plants. So I don't know, this tank has kind of just been chilling. I mean, other than the plecos have kind of gotten huge. I think this one is the small one, I think. Yeah, here's the big one down here. He's kind of crazy. But yeah, that's tank number 3. Alright, so moving upstairs, we have the 2-gallon tank, which right now I moved a bunch of these cherry shrimp in here that were pregnant. I had a couple pregnant ones. Let's see. Alright, there's a baby, but it won't focus on it because it's crazy small, but I'll have to put like a little circle around it. These guys are real small, and I did not want them getting eaten in the main tank. See, there's one right there, a little speck. But yeah, these guys are are doing pretty good in here. I plan on putting some sort of fish in here, whether that be like white cloud babies. So when I'm thinking of making a spawn mop and putting it in their tank, and when they lay eggs in it, I'll move it in here and the eggs will hatch in here. And so we'll have baby white clouds swimming around in. Alright, here's the angelfish tank. I was going to get new lights for this tank because I've got a bunch of plants in here and this light's pretty crappy, but I also wanted to get an algae eater. And these guys are doing pretty decent. They have been laying quite a bit on the Anubis nana down there. They like that plant pretty good. So we got jungle valve growing in here. That's doing pretty good. And yeah, not too much going on in this tank. Oh, I forgot to mention, last tank was 40 gallons. This one is a 20 gallon, and we have, I think we only have one male, one female. Yeah, I put just one pair, one cherry shrimp in here. Here's the female. She's whiter and more red. And here is a red really male cherry shrimp, and he is thinner, and he also has that missing segment that's clear, and that is that red really. So really is having the clear patches in the non-clear patches. So in this tank we have just all of our female guppies. This was full of babies, and I had to move them out, but I mean they're doing pretty good. There's a lot of plant growth in here. This Amazon sword is kind of going crazy. Like, its leaf is bent because it's it's grown to the top of the tank. And then yeah, so I plan on adding some males here to the tank eventually, and it should be pretty good. And then I'll just sell all the males that don't make the cut because we have quite a few males in there. Alright, moving on. This is a 29 gallon tank. This is where all the males are. They're actually doing pretty good in here. So here's what I was saying with the propagating plant. See this? These two came from downstairs, and they're growing pretty good. Same with these ones. Thank you. We got this red lotus aquarium lily back here, which it's kind of weird how it's been growing. I just set it back here because in the angelfish tank all the leaves were just getting sucked up in the filter, and like the leaves, it'll grow like 12 new leaves every day, but like they get full of holes and they just like come off like this and they just float at the top. So that's kind of been interesting. So yep, male guppies in here doing pretty good. We have some okay males. I think I'll do a video where I either sell these guys or I go buy some nice males, and hopefully we could get some good pairs. And some of you may have noticed, but I don't think I've ever did a video on this, but we got a wall painted on here, so that's looking pretty nice. So I guess the fish room, technically. But yeah, I'm gonna head into Bryce's room and we can look at the cherry shrimp. Alrighty, here we are in the, I guess, cherry shrimp / white cloud tank. We have 5 white clouds in here. I think they're all males, but we haven't been able to get a whole bunch of females in the local store, so as soon as I do get some females, I'll start breeding those. And if you've looked since my last cherry shrimp video, we did not have this many. I think the last time I did a video on these guys, we had 5. And we have 12 downstairs. We have, I think, 7 in the 2 gallon tank. We have 2 in the guppy tank. And I don't even know how many we have in here. Like, look, there's a baby down there. There's another one. There's a baby on that piece of Java moss. There's one hanging upside down right there. There's 2 more chilling out over there. There's one on this flat piece, there's one on the heater, there's a lot who like to hang out on the ceiling on the duckweed. So cherry shrimp have really exploded. This is definitely a fish I recommend, or a shrimp I recommend, because these guys, they're super hardy. You don't really have to feed them a whole lot unless you start getting a bunch of them. But when I first started out, they were basically eating off whatever was growing in this tank. I had a lot of surface area for them. There's lots of plants growing. And then with the white clouds in here, whatever fish flakes they don't eat, it just sinks down and gives them some extra food. So this is a 5-gallon tank, and this is another tank that's been doing pretty good. Alright, next up we have the 40-gallon fancy goldfish tank / goldfish tank. I had babies this summer, goldfish babies, which we are been raising up, and I plan on releasing them next spring back into the pond whenever it dethaws. So we got some water hyacinths that I've also tried to winter over. Like, they've looked like they've been dead for a long time, but I'm gonna see if the roots still look pretty healthy. But if I could get those to survive, that'd be pretty cool. We have Waddles. He is the orange and black Ryukin goldfish, and we have Sushi, which is our red cap or Aranda goldfish, and we have Ink, which is our telescope eye goldfish down at the bottom. And some of these babies are actually getting some color on them, which is kind of cool, so we get to see them color out. I put a bunch of duckweed in here. That's a good thing about goldfish, is they do eat all the plants, which is why I have some plastic ones in there. They do eat plants, and so I put about a pound of duckweed. I kid you not, it was so much, and they've already almost eaten it all. So they are good at getting rid of duckweed if you have too much. And yeah, that'll about do it for our fish tour. I'll just hit you guys up with some B-roll, and yeah, this hopefully was a good first upload. Thank you guys, and I'll see you later.